Okay, there I am. Hey, everybody, how are you? Welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism. I know it's been a while again. How's everybody? Hey, Teresa, how are you? And Pakata, hello, welcome. Vernell, welcome. Mr. Charles, let me get that link for you. Hope everybody is doing okay this evening. Hey, Dinah. How are you? Wait, let me put that in here. All right. Jacquees, hello. How are you? Okay. Yeah, the link is in there. For those of you who are brand new to our Let's Talk Autism, what this is just all about is us just getting together and another way for us to socialize, a safe space for us to ask questions and chit chat about our journeys with our loved ones on the autism spectrum. Uh, for those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. We took a little break last week, and we are back because of Super Bowl Sunday last week, but we are back. And I'm also over here on TikTok. It's been a minute since I've been on TikTok, but I am still around. A lot of things have been going on with me. I've been rather busy. I started school and um, just busy. DeAndre is gone for a few days. He's at his dad's because school is out for the week. They are having winter break, so that gives me a little break too. I'll put it in. Let me put it in again. Let me see. Okay, it's in there again. Oh, thank you, Dinah. Well, the other day I really had my face made up. We had went to an event, um, a red and white charity ball. So I went and got the makeup done professionally. So, but I really felt good. I'm gonna have to do that more often. Because usually I'm just a little eyeshadow maybe and lipstick, but I got the whole face made up then. But thank you. Thank you. Mr. Charles, you see the link. Linda won't be with us this evening because Steve, her husband, he dislocated his shoulder. So they are dealing with that. I think she said they were playing softball and um, you know, got hit or something in the shoulder. So we are praying for quick healing for him. I saw the pictures and you look, thank you. And I felt awesome. One of those times I just felt awesome. But a lot of you don't know. I just recently got my divorce came through. So I'm happy about that. So that it was kind of a celebration, and I'm kind of, when you feel good, you kind of, uh, I guess I was in a party mood all the last couple weeks, but yeah.
Sort of like with Cindy when she separated from her first husband. It was a while before she
Uh,
got around to getting a divorce. She was seeing a court clerk about something else, and the court clerk asked her about her separation, and she
uh,
said, well, her husband hadn't yet signed the divorce decree, and the court clerk told her, "Ain't no lone monkey going to hold up this show." And then she did a few things, and she said, "Now you're divorced."
yes, yes. But the good thing is we are still friends, and we still co-parent, and it's a good thing. We still can communicate. But yeah, it's that's done with. So glad to get that off my plate. Um, Jacquees, you said, "Oh, thank you so much, and enjoy your week. You too. You too.
You too, Jaquise.
Red is your color. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have to get some more red." She says, "I'm on my way. I'm on my way to." Oh, oh no. Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes just the way you look at it. You know. Um, my son David is sick with a virus. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is it a cold virus, Teresa?
Yeah,
Hello,
so here.
everybody over there. I want to say hello to all my TikTok friends. If you're logging in, it's been a very long time. And as I said, I've been busy with life. DeAndre is still around, but he's at his dad's since they have winter break. So he'll be back in. I'm thinking Wednesday he'll probably be back, and we'll be back to making some videos. I just had to get my schedule together. With starting school, um, it's like I got to make sure I'm on task with everything, and then I got to make sure the website. So I kind of post here and there online, and we're getting ready for this event coming up. So I'm gonna be very busy. Tomorrow we're gonna do our book club first meeting. For those of you in the book club, I got to put an event thing up there as a reminder.
Yeah,
Um, Go ahead, Mr. Charles.
so that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. So, Teresa, again, I'm so sorry about David. How's he doing right now? Oh, she says, I don't know it. The doctor took some swabs for influenza A and COVID. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Well, hopefully he gets better real soon because that those viruses are definitely going around, and they even have a warning out. I know here, you know, that these viruses are going around, and yeah, let's just keep our babies, especially, um, try to keep them away from as best we can because we know they're in the air. So if you walk outside, it's just no telling what's floating around, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of different viri going around.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was thinking of a question, and I know that it's been asked before, but just something for us to start off the conversation. If you guys had it, and you too, Mr. Charles, if you had it to do all over again, if what what would you do differently from all the things that you know now about the autism diagnosis? What do you think you would do differently now that you didn't think of or didn't know of at the beginning of the diagnosis? What do you say, Mr. Charles?
Yeah. Well, I think in my case, there's a long list of things. You know, go back actually to what my parents might have done differently too, had they had a diagnosis to go with, because they tried to get answers, and the answers just weren't forthcoming. Even when they found psychologists that were helpful, they still couldn't put a name to it, which is just as well, because back then autism was thought to be the fault of the mother, the refrigerator mom theory.
So they just they thought the mothers would just give birth and something was going on with the kid, that it was just the mother's fault.
Yeah, well, that was Freud's philosophy. When in doubt, blame the mother. And Freud was a sexist.
Wow, that's really deep.
Yeah.
That's really deep.
And I mean, he blamed the mother for a lot of different things that happen with kids.
Mm. Hey, Verna, how are you?
Hi, Berna.
There's Monique. Hi, Monique. How are you doing?
Hi,
How's
Monique.
Justice doing? Hey, Shell. Shell says, how do I get my son a tutor for fourth grade math? He had honor roll since first grade. Now fractions and algebra have him with a D. Um, well, have you checked with your school? Maybe they have after school tutors.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Try that. I know for a while I was tutoring a boy over Zoom, a boy who lived in California because his mother was a friend of a friend, or I think a relative of a friend, and so anyway, that's how his mother heard about me, and I got put in touch with them, and but yeah, there should be, in the school system, usually there's somebody who can help you with that.
Yeah, where are you located, Shell? Now I do know here in Detroit that they are always posting in the school group, Detroit Public School groups, um, tutors or those who are willing to help. Uh, Praise. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely check with the schools first, or maybe there's another student in the school that would be willing to help out. Verna says, "How are you doing?" I am doing great, absolutely great. I've just trying to get life in order. I am all discombobulated. I got things everywhere. You should see my table, papers and everything. But other than that, I am doing good. Thank you. How are you? And how are you doing, Mr. Charles?
And I'm doing fine too. Cindy and I are staying in today. Had snow and ice yesterday. Yesterday morning, I went out and gave a public talk to another congregation, and because they had their meetings on Saturdays, and so then our today was put on Zoom only. But but anyway, so I've been in all day today, and probably venture out tomorrow.
Okay. So getting back to the question, sorry about that. The question was, uh, what would you do differently now that you know about the autism diagnosis? Or what do you wish you knew then that you know now, and what would change? Monique says, I would get justice tested much easier instead of listening to people, including doctors, call him a bad baby. Okay. Wow. Wow,
And
it's something.
I mean, it's hard, it's kind of for me. It's where would I begin as far as things I change, but I would be aware of the fact that there's something that makes me different from others, and aware of that this may limit me socially, and so I would kind of expect that, and I would and that would guide me in the way I would react to things all along,
Thank you for
and
the heart.
it would help me avoid some of the frustration I often felt when I was growing up.
Okay. Okay. And Shell said, I've done 3 IEP meetings regarding trying to get him more help. Okay. Yeah, definitely. And during your IEP meetings, especially, I don't know how his classes are going, but if he's not in one set classroom and getting a math class, that math teacher, when you're at the IEP meeting, make sure you let everyone know, that he's struggling and needs more help. They should definitely be able to point you in the right direction.
Yeah, and that's something too that Temple Grandin discusses in her book. And of course, although it wasn't true of me, it's true, I think, of those who especially are the same kind of pictorial thinkers that Temple Grandin is, that they may they may be able to do okay with geometry and trigonometry, but tend to have a problem with algebra because of how abstract it is.
Hmm. Well, I know I started school and I'm just struggling, period, with math. Math is just not my thing, but I'm pushing through. Okay, Shell's in South Carolina. Okay.
Okay, yeah, beautiful state there. Yeah,
Hmm.
Cindy and I lived in Charlotte for a couple of years, and then we lived not far from the state line of South Carolina.
Okay. Okay, and she says, okay, haven't tried another student. That's a great idea. Yeah, maybe a grade above or one of his peers even that uh loves math, can help.
Yeah,
Michelle. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Charles.
Michelle. Yeah, I tutored other kids in math actually when I was in high school. I helped, and I helped other kids with their math. So they had a tutoring program, and I participated in it.
Okay, not easier, but earlier. Okay, I get it. Okay, Dinah says Nathaniel was diagnosed at almost 11 years old, originally diagnosed with Asperger's. I honestly didn't recognize the full symptoms and just thought his quirks and consistency relating repetition and other things were just part of who he was. However, I didn't know the extent of the bullying because he was always introverted in many ways. So, what I would have done differently is to have engaged more with him. Today, we have a great relationship, but when he was younger, he liked to be alone. One second, I got to go over here.
Yeah, yeah. I know they get beyond a certain length.
Yeah. One. Okay, here we go. Maybe that contributed to him not talking about issues. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Um, I think with me, what I probably would have done more different, from what I know now, because in the beginning I knew absolutely nothing about autism. I think I should have been a little more open minded about the possibility of something, you know, different about my son than kind of, immediately saying or being in denial. And just really started immediately doing what I needed to do to help him. But I lagged, and again I was in denial for a while because as parents, and most of the time as mothers, we don't want to hear something is wrong with our babies, and especially when you don't know, when the word is foreign to you. Because when they said autism, I was like, oh, what is that? But yeah, I think that's what I would have done differently. Anyone else? But yeah, Dinah, I think, yeah, being more engaged with them. I like that. You know, when we know better, we do better.
yeah. I
Definitely.
never even heard of autism until I was in my 30s.
Oh,
When
you didn't hear of it either.
yeah, when my
Well,
late
that was
first
back then.
yeah, my late first wife Judy told me the TV movie coming on that she wanted to see. It was about a program for teaching autistic
Tammy.
kids, and I asked, "What's that?" And she said, "Well, their kids are kind of off in their own little world." And I thought, well, sometimes when I was in first grade, it seemed like I was kind of in my own little world. But then I saw the kids spinning the wheels and their toys without stopping, I'd say, "No, I didn't do that." And so, I still didn't relate it to me. And then we met a young man. We knew a young man who was autistic, and I could see some resemblances between him and me, but I still, either didn't make the connection or didn't want to make the connection, maybe too, to some extent. But it wasn't until years later, I was almost 50, my daughter had seen the movie Rain Man, and that's when and she began urging me to see it. When I turned on the TV one time, and it was just coming on, Rain Man. So I said, let me watch it because Dorothy's been urging me to see this movie, and I quickly realized why.
Okay, so what particular part of Rain Man got you
Well,
to seeing yourself?
for one thing, his mathematical ability.
Okay.
For another thing, there's some other things about him, like his being slow to understand what he was walking in. Of course, I never walked in on anything like this, but he walked in on his brother and his girlfriend when they were making whoopee. You know, yeah, and you know, then his hearing a catchy phrase in some radio commercial, and then he starts repeating it over and over again. That's something I could picture myself doing.
Okay. Repeating. So you would repeat things
Yeah,
over
or there was a catchy word, some word that really caught me, and I wanted to use that word,
all
you know,
the time, huh?
use that expression. Yeah, if I could. Yeah,
Okay, and Michelle says what I would do differently, homeschool. Okay. Honestly, I wish I would have started as soon as he started middle school. This year, since the district took away the program he was in, grade school has been hard. Oh wow. Yeah. And that's something I wish I could have done also, homeschool. So I feel you on that. And when they take away things that our babies need, especially in the system, that is just not good because, yeah, they can use all the support they can get. My autism experience has been my life since birth due to my brother is autistic. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Oh, so you've always had that knowledge even before your kids. Yeah, see, I knew nothing. I knew nothing. And although I had been around what I know now is kids with autism, I still never knew. I even back when I was in elementary school, maybe about 6th grade, we had what we called future teachers. Um, and we would go to the classrooms to help out with the special needs kids. And so I knew I was actually around them, but being so young, you don't know. You just knew that they were different from you and things you did, and you were there to help out. But you live, you learn, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Anyone else? So, how was you guys? Well, I know you don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I know you don't celebrate Mr. Charles, but anyone else have a nice Valentine's with your kids or other loved ones? Did you do anything special?
and what Cindy and I do have coming up is 1 month from today, our anniversary. It'll be 13 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. 1 month. So, your anniversary is next month.
That's right, March
All
16th.
right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Today, if my parents were still living, today would have been their 85th anniversary.
Wow. Awesome. Victoria, how are you? How are you? Hope you are doing well. Hope the kiddos are doing well. So we asked the question, Victoria, with the things you know now about autism, what would you do differently from the first time you got their diagnosis? If you knew then what you know now, what would be different? Danielle, how are you? Make sure you put that girl, you guys, it's Girl Scout cookies time.
Hi, Danielle.
Make sure you put that link in the chat so I can order my cookies. And if anyone else wants Girl Scout cookies, um, Michelle says, I have always been like a magnet for special education kids. Oh, yeah,
Uh,
they are beautiful. Definitely. So, um, anyone else want to answer? So that was the question. So if anyone else wants to chime in, what would you do now if you knew everything when you first got the diagnosis? Okay. Let me go over here so I won't be interrupted. Okay. So Dinah says, once I got the diagnosis, some many things, so many things just clicked. And then I was determined to understand and get educated about it. Then I had to advocate and teach family, friends, and the school that while he was academically reaching goals, his social, emotional state was fragile. My family didn't really believe me because they had a different concept of autism. So it took a lot of firmness to let them know that my son came first and this was his house. All
yeah,
right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you do. I once it, my head snapped open. I did. I had to start a little uh, digging and a lot of research, and yeah, you get the family. Family always wants to think what they want to think, and you definitely have to educate. Definitely.
yeah. That's too. You get bossy relatives and bossy
Mhm.
in-laws
Oh
too.
yeah, they try to tell you.
Yeah, and I know, when I was married to my first wife, Judy, there I had to deal with bossy in-laws, you know, and so that's the thing. It's a point, in fact, in a talk that I give sometimes about, which is about getting marriage off to a good start, is that you don't let extended family dictate things to you, to the couple.
Yeah,
Decisions need to be made. Family decisions need to be made by the couple. They can, listen to suggestions from extended family, but those are need to be just suggestions.
yeah. So I guess that would go along with autism also. When family starts trying to tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your child, especially if they don't know any better.
And they will do that with all kinds of things. I remember one argument Judy and I had with her, almost her entire family too, was they insisted that when Dorothy started walking, insisted we needed to get her hard-soled shoes. That was some kind of old conventional wisdom, but it's discredited by the whole medical profession nowadays. And
Yeah, I think
both
all
our
of us, I
pediatricians,
was in hard sole shoes. I remember
disagree.
those things.
Yeah, both our pediatricians said no, she needs to walk around the house barefoot, and so did Dr. Spock. And so we
Mhm.
stood our ground in that. My parents backed us up on that too.
Okay, Victoria says, I don't know what I would do. I don't know if I would do anything different. I was experienced with autism before my kids were diagnosed, so I knew what to do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, see, that's awesome when you have knowledge. Bammy, how are you?
Hey,
How
Pam.
is Ralph doing? Thank you. Hi, Lexus. Thank you for giving people with autism a platform. Well, you're welcome. This is actually for the parents as well, but everybody's welcome. Everybody who has autism, Mr. Charles here, and it's a parent to parent support. But you are so welcome. And Danny, hi, Danny. Danny says, I'm trying to get my son's IEP team to motivate him when he doesn't want to do his work. We have IEP meeting next Friday. What should I tell them? He is autistic but very smart. Exactly what you just told us, right there. Um, Let them know that your son is capable, but he just needs a little more push. Maybe there is a program or something in the school that can help, get him motivated. Maybe if he has a counselor, is he going to different classes, or is he in a one room classroom setting? But yeah, that is something. What do you say, Mr. Charles?
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to tell them.
Hmm.
Yeah, and have to explain to them what you know about your son.
Right, and he just needs a little push, a little push.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, you as the parent know your child best.
Hmm. Danielle says, I definitely would have cut more people off sooner, family, friends, jobs, etc. Okay. Yeah, because they will be in your ear, especially when you're trying to tell them, you know, what's going on with you and your child. They're in your ear trying to tell you what they think, like they know everything.
And beware of some of the bullying tactics that bossy relatives or in-laws will use. Like they'll say, "Well, you should listen to us because we're older," and no, uh, you know, older doesn't necessarily mean smarter.
Right. They actually think they have more wisdom. So Victoria says, I have a student that cannot be motivated no matter what we try. So I think the biggest thing you can do is tell them how to motivate. Good idea, Victoria. And also depending on age and the child, even then it might not work. That's true. That's true. But yeah, that's a good idea. If you give them ideas of how to work with him to get him to do his work. Um, yeah, I like that. Pam says living with no Wi. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Ooh, no Wi-Fi. What's going on? Yeah, I feel you on that one, Pammy. When that Wi-Fi go out. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it comes up soon. Hope it comes up soon.
Yeah, the thing is, too, at times I didn't feel motivated to do schoolwork at times. At
Mm-hmm.
times I felt unmotivated. And, you got to look at what motivates a particular child. And what helped me was, the long term goal. And of course, I didn't end up becoming a math professor, but I wanted to be one then. And well, to be a math professor, first I got to go through college, and then I got to go through grad school. And the first thing is I got to, graduate from high school. I got to be accepted into college, and I got to go through college. I need to do all that successfully to get to that goal. And I'm not going to get there if I flunk my subjects in school.
Mm-hmm. Danielle said, I was also involved with special needs, though. My life changed when it was in my home. Oh, yeah. You definitely look at things differently when you are actually experiencing it for yourself. Michelle says, the thing that really gets on my nerves, if he is hungry, he will eat. You do not need to give him special food. He won't starve. Kids sure will starve if they do not want to eat stuff. My mind says stay in your own lane and mind your own business.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you may have to tell them that in so many words. Stay in your own lane and mind your own business. If they don't like it, that's tough. Some people need to be told that.
Definitely.
You get bossy extended family members.
Yep, stay in your own lane. Pam says neighborhood outage. We are on 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know about those outages, but never that long. Wow.
Well, yesterday, Cindy and I were powerless for
Praying
about
for
a
you.
half hour or so, and then came back on.
Michelle asks, is it AT&T? Thank you for the ideas on motivation. You're welcome. Yes, and I would definitely see Victoria's comment also. Make sure you let them know, how they can motivate them, but make sure you tell them, first thing you tell them in your meeting is, he needs that push. Hi, Adam. No, let me delete that. We're not promoting on here. But how are you? Hope you are doing okay. I will allow if you'd like to come up and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do in a few more minutes. Pam says, so proud of Ralph, though. No, oh, it's Cox. Okay.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
must be doing good. Um, what is he doing in place of that? Television or is the television hooked up to the Wi-Fi? Yeah, I know DeAndre would absolutely be going ballistic. 4 days. Oh my goodness.
yeah. We had a prolonged power outage back in 2020. That was when there was a hurricane that came up from the Caribbean and came due north into and went right through Connecticut. Mainly Connecticut got the high winds and blew down a tree that knocked down a power line near us, and our power was out for about 3.5 days. But a friend of Cindy's, invited us to come stay with her, and so that's what we did. And we were able to take some of our stuff from our refrigerator and freezer and put it in her freezer, and she was able to keep some stuff for us.
Okay.
So not everything had to go to waste.
Good, good. Michelle says, way to go, Ralph. Or I would be calling daily. That that is too hard. Yes. What's going on? What is going on? Adam says, sorry, didn't mean to spam anything. I'm a dad to autistic twins. They are 10. We live in England. Well, welcome, Adam. So, Adam, what I do, we're usually on here every Sunday, and the last few minutes of our hour, I invite you up. So, if you'd like to come up and introduce yourself on the platform, you are more than welcome. And then you can share your YouTube channel that way. But yeah, you have to come up and show face and talk to us. But you are more than welcome to do that. I will be putting the link in the chat shortly, and you are more than welcome to come on up. Pam says no TV or iPad. He does have his phone. He's been playing games. Okay, good, good.
Yeah, Cindy and I, our likewise our TV service is through Roku, and so if power is down, or not only is the TV down, our Wi-Fi is down, and even when the power came back up, it took a while for the Wi-Fi to come up. And
Okay.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
that sucks. Danielle says, my sister is temporarily living in a hotel. The Wi Fi has been out over a week. We're currently trying to move up her timeline. Oh, wow. a week. Yeah.
Wow.
See, that's scary. I mean, especially in today's world, not just with the kids, but even us, without Wi-Fi for even a couple days. No problem. I'm at work on night shift. Can't imagine having no internet for 4 hours. Oh yeah, yeah, me either. Pam says, yeah, we have Roku. Okay. Danny says, how do I find you each Sunday? I just happened to see this while on Facebook. Well, Danny, if make sure you like and follow the page, Autism and Us. And you should get once you follow the page, every time I go live, you'll get a notification. Or you can, I think there's a way on this video that you can actually click to share notifications when we come on. But we are here every Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless it's a holiday or I got tied up with something, but we're usually here every Sunday, and you are more than welcome.
And I think that would be midnight in England.
Midnight, where at?
In England.
Oh, he's in England. Okay. I thought it was Adam that was in England.
Oh no, okay, Adam's in England. Oh, Danny is asking the question. I'm
Yeah.
changing names here. Okay, changing people. Yeah,
Yeah.
Danny. Yeah, but seven Eastern. So whatever time zone you're in,
Yeah.
adjust it for that.
You need some internet for Judy about everything nowadays. Yep, everything. Just about, she says.
For
Yes.
Judy.
Yep, just about everything. Yes.
Or just about. All right, Judy.
So what is that? 12:45 in the UK
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. 12:45
Oh
a.m.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's late, Adam. It
yeah.
is late.
24-hour clock. Yeah. At military time in the U.S. would be that 0:45.
Okay, I am going for you guys. It is 7:45. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link. So if anyone wants to come on up, you are more than welcome. Danielle, don't forget that link to my Girl Scout cookies now. If you'd like to come up, if you have something motivational, inspirational, if you just like to say hi, if you have a business or event coming up, and you'd like to share, if you have a website, everything has to have to do with autism, you are more than welcome. And while we're waiting, I just want to share we have our sweatpants and mimosas event. I have it. Well, you can't see the banner too good here on TikTok, but that will be April the 19th. So make sure you guys save the date. More information will follow if you are in the Metro Detroit area during that time. I want you to come on out. We will have tickets available real soon. Tickets seating will be done by donations, and we will have room for about 100 people. Everybody that comes out will leave with a gift. We're going to have a big basket raffle like we did last time. There will be a light lunch and, of course, mimosas. So this is a dress down event. No need to dress up. We'd like you to put on your sweatpants, your blue jeans, or a shirt. Come on out and network with other autism moms. You are more than welcome. But again, I will have more information on that coming soon. And also, if you are throwing an event, we are putting together a list of events for Autism Awareness Month here in the Detroit metro area. And if you are one that's having an event during April, make sure you let me know and I'll add you to the list because we want to spread the word. Spread the word.
Hi,
Uh,
Teresa.
Hello.
hey, Teresa. Pam says, have a great week, everyone. You too, Pammy.
You too, Pam.
Military time. Yes, I am. I'm on night shift. 12 hours. Okay. 18 o'clock. What's 18 to 6?
1800 to 600. That's 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay.
civilian time.
Oh, yeah, you are working late. So, how's it going, Teresa?
Good, except dealing with the flu, probably.
Oh boy.
How are you feeling? You're not
I'm doing
affected.
good.
You're doing
I
good.
didn't
Okay.
get a good night's sleep during the nighttime.
Okay.
I was up
Okay.
all night with my son.
Well, hopefully he'll get better real soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, I get the results on Tuesday.
Okay. Okay. Does he eat soup? He likes soup.
No,
Oh.
he
Oh.
hates soups, but he does occasionally will eat top ramen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Get him something hot. Get him
Yeah,
some of that.
I picked up some Pediasures for him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, being sick with the flu or COVID is no joke. I know
No.
I was sick a few months ago, and oh my God, I think I got back to back. I got sick 1 month, and then a couple months later, same thing. It was like I was going through it all over again.
Well, this
I
Tuesday.
was I, I was supposed to go to church and work in the nursery, but I had to call my minister and tell her because I can't come in and do the nursery. I gotta take my son to urgent care. I've been up all night, been him sick. She said,
Mhm.
"Go take care of that baby.
Yep, that's right.
Go take
Yeah.
care of him." Thank God we have an urgent care which deals with pediatric kids only.
Okay,
That's very good. Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Adam says it's rough when kids are sick.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I've been there with my daughter. So yeah.
Yeah,
Now
definitely
this
rough.
now this Tuesday I'm going to be having nothing but clear liquids, but for a different reason.
Hmm. We all had flu here at Christmas, real rough. Oh wow, when the whole house has the flu, we all took it in turns. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's rough. That is rough.
It is. I figured out how he was sick is because in our house we have the heater on to warm the house up, and he was
Okay.
wearing a sweatshirt.
Ah,
So I knew he was sick, and I took his temperature. I was like, "Oh no, you can't be sick." I didn't want him to be sick because we got 3 months left before graduation
oh wow.
and
Yeah.
2 months
Now,
before stuff.
is it winter break in Cali? Or you
No,
guys
we don't
start
get
winter?
winter breaks. We only get Christmas vacation breaks, and that's it.
Okay, so do you guys get spring break?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, DeAndre is on winter break this week. So he has a week. He's at his dad's for a few days, which gives me a winter break too.
Oh boy. Danielle
Danielle
can't hear.
lost sound. Okay. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you can't hear us, you can't hear us. You know. Yeah.
Everybody else, everybody have sound. I hope.
Yeah.
Well, we only have a few minutes left.
But
Anyone
you two
else?
kept on going out.
Huh?
You guys kept on going like this.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I kept on.
rotating.
I done it like 3 times already.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't show any nothing, and so I'm not sure. Stop, Sammy. No. Have a great week, everyone. Stay warm and challenge yourselves to make a healthier choice. Thank you, Danielle.
Okay. Have a great week too. I'll
Yeah.
wave to
If you
her.
can hear us,
Can't hear
thank
me.
you.
Yeah, she
I
couldn't
know the
hear me, so
urgent
I
care.
waved
Stop,
to her.
Sammy.
I know the urgent care where we were at. My son wasn't the only one that was sick. There was quite a few kids there that was sick with
Oh,
the same thing,
yeah, that
Yeah.
the virus is going around. So yeah, I can imagine.
and they had to put on. The parents had to put the kids. We had to make the kids or our kids wear a mask.
Yeah.
Okay. You too,
You
Adam.
too, Adam.
Take care. She says, okay, I can hear now.
All
Okay,
right.
great,
That's better.
great. Yeah, you take care, Adam. Thank you for joining us. We're here on every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA time. So yeah, that's gonna be late for you, Adam. But we are here. So for those of you who are new to joining us, make sure you like and follow our Autism and Us page on Facebook. It's also shared on YouTube too. I have to go over there. It's automatically shared on YouTube, but I can see the comments and everything that come from there. So if you like to follow us on YouTube, it's Autism and Us on YouTube also. TikTok is Autism and Us also. So if you are our TikToker, make sure you follow us over there. And I will be posting more on TikTok. I just took a little break, but I shall return.
Yeah.
You are so welcome, Danny.
Yeah.
And Adam says, "Will keep my eye out for. I'm always up or working." Okay, awesome. And maybe one of these days you could come on up and share your story with us. We'd love to hear it and hear about your twins.
Yeah, I'm wearing a TikTok, but
You wearing a TikTok? Nita,
Oh, Mr. Charles.
oh no. I'm still learning myself, Danielle. Believe it or not.
Actually, I
But
have a question for you guys. What do you think of an autistic child taking Spanish in high school? You think that would be
I,
a good thing?
I took Spanish for 3 years in high school, aced it all the way through. I've forgotten most of it because I never had a chance to use it really. But but yeah, I mean, why not?
yeah, why not? Because, when DeAndre was, little, he taught himself Spanish just by watching YouTube. He
David
could
wants to take Spanish in high school.
he could
That's
count
why,
all the
and
way to
culinary school.
100 in Spanish, but he was self-taught. He also, I think is Chinese or Japanese. He can say a few words, but he learned on YouTube. So I would say if he's able and capable of taking those classes and learning, definitely.
Yeah,
Learning
he
another
knows.
language is always good.
He he knows a couple things like hello in Spanish and the number two in Spanish.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
And
yeah,
that's so
if
far.
he can handle if he can handle the class, that would be awesome.
Because at our high schools we have Spanish 1, which is the introduction of Spanish, and then Spanish 2, and then Spanish 3.
Okay. Danny says my son is Spanish English bilingual. That's good. Yep, that is good, Danny. That's awesome. It's always good to learn a second language. Now, wait a minute, Teresa. So he has his what you call the PEC.
AAC device.
Yeah. So they're gonna allow him to. They have classes that can accommodate him for that.
Yeah, was basically we were doing his ninth grade class schedule of
Okay.
choosing classes. So he did his class schedule for his regular classes in class at school, but then he brought the paper home so we can go over the electives.
Okay.
And so a lot of them are which is culinary arts. He wants to do that one. Photographing, which is taking pictures. Ag mechanics, which is the farm equipments. Regular automotive mechanics is regular working on cars. And then Spanish, French, Portuguese, and then other art classes. Like there's some that are for kids with speaking using words.
Okay. Well, as long as they can accommodate him, you
And
know,
so
that,
he
that's
wants to take Spanish.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
By all
what
means,
he wants to do.
if he wants to take it, that's also a key there. By
Yeah.
all means, let him.
Let him. Adam says one of my boys watch videos in all sorts of languages. Yeah. See, that's good. That's how they teach themselves. We're down to our last couple minutes, so I'm gonna get through these comments. It's quite common for autistic kids to speak in accents to watching videos. Like my lad speaks with an American accent sometimes due to watching YouTube. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah,
YouTube can be a good teacher. And
yeah,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there's that bad side, and then there's YouTube has its good side, you
yeah,
know.
David watches other YouTube channels that are in Japanese, Chinese, Spanish, and all that. So he'll watch those kind of channels on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So everybody, um, we are at that time. I want to thank you all for joining us this evening for another episode of Let's Talk Autism with Autism and Us. Hopefully next week, Linda can join us and let's keep Steve in our prayers that his shoulder is healed quickly. Um, he says, David sounds like my lad. Okay, watches a little bit of everything. And I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. Any last words, Mr. Charles?
Just everybody have a good week. Look forward to next Sunday, and try to stay safe with all this weather that's coming through, all the winter weather.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of snow today, this morning. Teresa, any last words?
Just make sure your kids don't get sick.
Right. Keep our babies warm and out the way of those viruses.
Yes.
Adam says, see you all next week. Thank you, Adam, for joining us. Danielle says, my son took forensic science. Oh, wow. And
Whoa.
absolutely loves it. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, and the
That's
TV,
awesome.
TV program too, Forensic Files. He might enjoy that.
Oh, yeah. I used to love watching forensic files. I'm gonna have to find a station that plays it and get back into it. But that's awesome, Danielle. My children definitely spoke with a British accent, and people would. I can imagine
Yeah.
get confused. Okay, everybody, I'm out of here. Y'all know I usually get hungry around this time, so I'm about to go get me something to eat. And I will see you guys next week. If you're in the book club, I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe around 6 p.m. And maybe Mr. Charles can give us a rundown on the book.
What if
Um,
somebody doesn't have the book?
Or as much as I've read of it so far, I haven't
well, you
got
can still
quite
come on
halfway
in
through
and
it yet.
listen. Yeah, come on in and listen.
Maybe I'll try to at least get to the 50% mark tonight. I'll try to read some more so I get the halfway mark at least.
Yeah. And then because we're gonna continue, because I have to start. I told you guys, school, I gotta get myself organized. So I'm just coming in. I have to listen to Mr. Charles and see what he got from it. And then because I gotta get started and take my notes also. But I'll put up an event link to remind everybody. And if you're in the book club, I will see you live tomorrow in the book club group. So thank you everybody for joining us. Those of you on TikTok, thank you for tuning in, and see you guys next week. And I
Good night,
appreciate
everyone.
each and every one of you. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye bye.